So hello and welcome to Distance Learning 101. Long time no see, long time no speak. I'm Mr. Weaver, and what this is a YouTube video link, or a session as I like to call them, that is going to be informative, that I'm going to float out to you guys every Wednesday so that we can continue to navigate through Get Focused, Stay Focused from home. The purpose of these video clips, these sessions, so to speak, is to give you information that will allow you to navigate through Get Focused, Stay Focused, and make life a lot easier from home. Today happens to be Wednesday, March 25th, and these videos will be posted or sent out to you guys every Wednesday because I know a lot of teachers are giving you guys stuff on Mondays, and the whole purpose of this distance learning is not to overburden you with a lot of information and assignments. So welcome to Get Focused as we know it. The first thing I need to show you guys is a website that I'm going to be using to post information weekly that will kind of keep you up to speed on things. As most of you guys know, I teach science as well, and I have my own website. My last name is Weaver. I teach science. So I have this website called weaverscience.com. I'm going to have my producers turn the video camera towards my laptop, which is right here. And there it is. The website is www.weaverscience.com. And if you look towards the top, it says Home, About Me, Biology, and there it is, Get Focused, Stay Focused. So for today, if you put your cursor on the Get Focused, Stay Focused, the first thing you see is YouTube, and that's where this very YouTube clip is going to be put. The second thing is my 10-year plan, so you could click on that to access my10yearplan.com. And the last thing is Get Focused session number 1, which is going to have all of the information that's also in this YouTube clip, but it's going to be kind of in a spelled out, organized manner that you guys can use to navigate through this. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I need to mention to you guys is how in the heck are we going to do this? Well, I think it's going to be pretty simple. I think you guys are going to be pretty pleased. First and foremost, we are not going to be using this. So if you brought this home, you could put this aside. However, if school does go back into session on April 12th or 13th, then we will go back to normal by using the workbook. But as of this point, we really aren't going to be using the workbook. What you guys do need is access to my10yearplan.com. You need to be able to log into that and do activities. And you also need your textbook that looks something like this, that on the day we checked it out, I told you guys to bring it home so that you could keep it in case we might need it. Well, it could just be for distance learning, and so we will pull that out when we need it at that time. So when I last left you guys, I think it was Friday the 13th, actually. It was Friday, March 13th. We were uploading a whole bunch of activities on Chapter 4 of my 10-year plan. In fact, we had uploaded a grand total of 16 out of 18 total activities. Chapter 4 is the biggest chapter of the entire unit, the entire year, and so we cranked out most of that stuff. So here's kind of what I'd like you guys to be doing for the week 1 session. And again, this will be pointed out on the Get Focused session number 1 that is on weaverscience.com. If you click onto my 10-year plan, and we log into that. So I'm going to go ahead and log in real quick. Just kind of want to recap. Boom, boom. All right. So when I last left you, we were on Chapter 4. And we had done all of these uploads. Most of you anyway. Some of you guys are a little bit behind. This would be a great time to catch up. In fact, the first thing that I'd really like you guys to do is, number 1, go through all these activities and make sure that you've uploaded them except for the very last 2. The last 2 say, what careers support your lifestyle? That's P94, which is activity 94, and then Chapter 4 checkpoints. So if you were absent before school got out, what I'd like you guys to do first and foremost is go through Chapter 4 and try to upload these as much as possible. If you have any questions, email me at mweaver, W-E-A-V-E-R, at njuhsd.com, and I'll fire back information to help you guys out as soon as possible. If you have been with us and you weren't absent so much, then you guys had uploaded all the way through P93. What salary will support this lifestyle? So the first thing I'd like you guys to do is go back to all of these activities only in Chapter 4 and make sure that I haven't written any comments. If there's no comments, then you can assume you got credit for all of those activities. If there are comments, then I want you to go back and revise some of those, change some numbers, etc. And don't forget there's a button at the top of the activity when you do revise it that you have to hit that says marked as completed or mark as updated. If you have cranked all these out and you've gotten perfect scores on all of these so far, then I'm going to have you guys do something a little wonky. Before we get to activity 94, I want you guys to go down and do the Chapter 4 checkpoints. And if you've been in class before and we've done checkpoints in previous chapters, you guys know this is easy peasy. That's just one activity and a knockout real quick like. So that brings us to the last thing that I'm going to have you guys do this week, and that is the last activity, which is actually the second to last one in Chapter 4. It says, what careers support your lifestyle, which is activity 94. Now, in order to do this, you got to go back to activity 93. So I'm going to click on this real quick, and you are going to need to know what your required annual salary is to do activity 94. So let's say that you had $110,000 right here where it says your required annual salary. You guys will write that down on a piece of paper somewhere. And then you're going to click on activity 94. And the whole idea is if your lifestyle is going to be for, say, $110,000 a year, then you need to do some research on what jobs will actually pay $110,000 a year or more. And right down here in the middle, there's a link. It's called the Occupational Outlook Handbook. So I'm going to click on this link. And here's what we have. Okay, this is from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible. Okay, so if your lifestyle salary is $110,000 or more, you're going to click on this little link that says 2018 median pay, and you're going to go to $80,000 or more. That's how much money you got to make. Then, based on what educational level you guys plan on having, you're going to click on entry-level education, and down below it says doctoral or professional degree. That's like a PhD in college. Or a medical degree or a law degree, a master's degree, a bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree is a basic 4-year degree from college, etc. And you're going to click on one of those, whichever educational level you plan on doing. And then here's the magical button right here. It says go. Boom. You hit go. And here are the different jobs on the left-hand column that you could possibly have, and all of their pay is on the right-hand column. It says 80,000 or more. So it's pretty simple. Now, your goal for the last activity of Chapter 4 is to find a minimum of 10 career titles and average salaries. So to finish up this last activity, you guys on that website that I just mentioned a moment ago, Occupation Finder, would find 10 jobs, type in those 10 jobs, and this is the most common mistake the kids always forget, you need to type in the average salary that website posted, which I showed you on the far right of this website right here. So here's the average salary right here. Here's the job title. And so for that activity, you need a minimum of 10 jobs, and don't forget to put the salaries right in there as well. Minimum of 10, and don't forget to hit that finished button. All right, at this point, that's all I have for you guys in session number 1. Remember, today is March 25th, Wednesday. So I will be checking on my 10-year plan to see how you guys are doing. If you guys have any questions or problems, please feel free to shoot me an email at mweaver at njuhsd.com. That's MWEAVER at sign njuhsd.com. Until then, have a great week, and you stay classy, and you.